The pressures are mounted up to a mountain with no outlet. These people ain't figured out what I'm about yet. Chiseling at this water, no avail. Either the streets gon' take me under this tundra. It's cold as hell, don't wanna fail. But it seems that I'm destined, so these are the lessons that I'm trying to get through to you. So ugly is beautiful, it's brutal too. Biting my nails down to the cuticles as usual. Decipher the who's who in this Rubik's Cube. I asked the Lord, why is it me he trying to do this too? That's why I'm with this attitude, nigga, just like.
Yo, what's happening? Welcome back to Dead of Vision. Come on in. The door's open. Come on in, close the door. It's hot as shit. It's 1:15 out here in Vegas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for you for tapping in and you know what I'm saying, checking in with your boy. What's happening? What's happening? If it wasn't for y'all, there'd be no me. Well, kind of lying. If it wasn't for Gloria, I wouldn't be here. But you get what I'm saying. All the love is appreciated, man. What I want to talk to y'all today about, man, is I want to call this bridging the gap. Come, walk with me, man. I'm finna take you down through there, man. We about to holler about some things, man. So, bridging the gap. I'm talking about the parent-child disconnect, bro. And it's so real, man, that it's normal, really, now. Like, now think about this. Number one, the first thing I want to blame on this parent-child disconnect is the internet, right? Now think about this. Well, not even a single parent, but a busy parent. A parent with obligations. You got bills, you got your job, you got the house, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got your relationship if you in one. And then you have your child, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, and I've seen this, you can't tell me I'm lying, bro. This shit is, I'm speaking facts from experience and what I've seen and what I know. So, you got all these things on your plate, and you balancing a child, right? So, one thing that parents will do to get things done is you will sit your child down and you'll throw a tablet in their face or a phone or something they can play games on, right? So, I mean, it's cool. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got a bouncy child, they running around through the house, tearing up shit, being bad, whatever. You want to occupy them so you can get things done. Totally understandable. I've done it. Bro. Now, what we may not realize is that we kind of introducing our kids to a monster. It's innocent at first, because like I said, you just giving them something to do while you attempt to get things done, right? So now, you know, you playing the games, but as they grow older, they get more familiar with the internet and the different apps and things going on the internet. So now, you go from a video game to maybe online games. Now you online with people. Now this is where I'm going. Kids get used to interacting with people online and making friends and developing relationships online. It's like personal interaction without actually having personal interaction. You dig what I'm saying? So this is that, mind you, these are kids, they're developing minds, and we all creatures of habit. Once you learn how to do something, if you feel like it's working, you keep doing it, right? So now, you're developing friends online. That's not to say that, you know what I'm saying, you don't have friends in real life, but it becomes normal. And the internet starts to replace going outside and personally interacting with other kids. Boy, I'm telling you what I know, man. So now you're building relationships, you're making friends online, and now you like kind of submerged into this world, and it's every day. So it becomes a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So you're making all these friends online, and now this is your place. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like when we didn't have it. To make friends, you had to go out there and touch grass. You dig what I'm saying? And it becomes a problem because you ever seen somebody on social media that's a social butterfly? They got all the followers and all the DMs and messages and posts and likes and all this, but you see them in person and they socially awkward because that's not what they used to. You dig what I'm saying? and how it develops a gap. It develops a gap in the household, because now you got your kids that's submerged on this online shit. Ever seen a kid like be in a room all day, door closed? When you look at it, you be like, "Damn, that shit kind of weird. You just trapped in your room." No, they're in that room in another world. You dig what I'm saying? It's a detachment. Like, I've seen, I'll use my family for example. We could all be sitting in a room. Everybody got a phone in their face. No personal interaction. One of them on TikTok, one of them on IG, one of them making TikToks, one of them on YouTube, another one playing games, but we all sitting there in the same room and there's no personal interaction because everybody is on this shit. This shit is a whole different world. So it creates a gap. So now think about this. While all kids have, let's say, a role model, a celebrity role model, everybody got one, right? So now, instead of just, celebrities don't have the mystique they used to because they're online and you can follow them, right? So you can see their personal lives in most instances. They go out to eat, they hit the jewelry store, they behind the scenes at a video shoot, they get mad, you can see they rant. So these kids start to feel like they know these people personally because they learn it and they seeing so much about them. You dig what I'm saying? So now these celebrities' personal lives, they're engulfed in it. They admire them for what they're known for. They could be an artist, an athlete, a comedian, whatever. But the more you know about them, the more you feel like you know them. Mind you, these are kids, bro. These are kids. So now you get to a point where these kids are paying more attention to their celebrity role models than they do their own parents, bro. Because they spend so much time online and they seeing these, they feel like they know them. So now they become an influence in their life. Big time. Trust me, you ever seen a kid want some shoes because so-and-so had them? Or they feel like they got to be tough and get at the ops because, you know what I'm saying, they favorite rapper online beefing, talking about some op shit, right? That's what I'm saying. It creates a gap, bro. And it's a whole world that we introduce these kids to very, very young. Now, I'm not presenting no kind of solution because at this point, I feel like it's an addiction. It's an addiction to us too. We might be online for different reasons and all that, but these kids, while they're young and can't really, well, some can't make money off the internet and profit off social media and all that. They're online. They're online building friendships, following celebrities, right? So they engulfed in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it creates a gap, bro. And I think it's an influence that's, for the most part, in my personal opinion, is not personally needed for a developing child, bro. Like, now you have kids that don't want to go to school, bro. Like, not want to go to college because they feel like, oh, I could be an influencer. Or, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And it's cool if it works out, but it's just shaking up the natural order of shit, bro. Like, I personally recommend that if you got the time, at least one day out of the week, shut the Wi-Fi off. Take everybody gadgets, bro. Be a family in real life. You dig what I'm saying? Because you don't want the internet raising your kids, and that's generally what's happening. You have no idea because most of the time we don't even know or pay attention to what these kids looking at online, what they doing online, what they saying online, none of that. You know what I'm saying? For most people, you feel like your kid's the fuck out the way so you can handle your business, right? You gotta pay more attention and real shit, like, don't let the internet raise your kids, bro. Like, don't let them sit around all day and night with this shit in their face. Cause they soaking it up. the shit that you should be teaching them, or we should be teaching them, they learning on their phones, bro. And a lot of that shit ain't the good shit that they need to be learning, and the morals and values of, you know what I'm saying, just being generally good people. Raise your kids, and I think I done spoke on this before, and I'll bring it back, come rewind, I'll bring it back because it's a big deal, bro. It's a big deal, man, and that's all I gotta say. We running on the 10-minute mark, man. I just want to call this bridging the gap, man. Sometimes take them phones, man. I understand that you introduced them as something to occupy them while you doing it, but don't let your kids grow up on the internet. Don't let their morals and values and most of the knowledge they obtain come from this shit, bro. That's our job. You know what I'm saying? This is Detta Vision, man. Say less and stay blessed, man. Until next time.
Detta, man. When it rains, it pours. Voice of the Block, Volume 3. Let's go. V-O-B. I came through war. Yeah. This is what you've been waiting for. Split them to the white meat this time. Yeah. V-O-B 3. Welcome back to the Voice of the Block. Them haters wanna place your boy in a box. Take your best shot. Stress not, my baby.